Good morning, dear colleagues. I think that we need to wait for a couple of minutes and then we will start in 1-2 minutes, I propose.
Вітаю, колеги.
Вітаємо.
Доброго дня. Пані Олександра, вітаємо вас з днем народження. Бажаємо всього самого найкращого.
Так, приєднуюсь до привітання.
Дякую дуже, Сергій Васильович. Дякую, Рома.
We are waiting for our foreign guests.
Good morning. I will join from the phone because there is a problem with camera. I don't know why it is not turning on. Maybe I will try once more, and if not, I will join from the phone.
Good morning, Professor Yavich. Yes. I don't see any issue.
Good day.
Good day. So I propose to start, and then I think during our session, our foreign colleagues who did not join yet, they will join and will present their speeches. So first of all, for those who don't know, my name is Roman Adarchenko. I'm a representative of National Aviation University, and today I'm a representative of the International Committee of the NGSec 2022 conference, and I will chair this session. So first of all, we will start with a welcome to the participants of the NGSec. This is the first international conference on the next generation cybersecurity systems and applications, and it will take place today and tomorrow. Unfortunately, it will be online. We have planned to do it offline, but because of the situation in our country, because of the war, we need to do this online. But we hope that the next NGSec 2023 will be offline event. So our conference organizers are National Aviation University, National Kharkiv University, and Karazin Kharkiv National University. This conference was supported by Scientific Cybersecurity Association of Ukraine, by the State Special Service Communication and by the company NIX. This is our sponsor of our conference. So the organizing committee, we have a honorary chair, Alexander Poti. He is a deputy chairman of the State Service of Special Communications and Information Protection of Ukraine. We have 3 co-chairs. They are Sergei Gnatyuk from National Aviation University, Tamara Radivilova, Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics, and Alexander Kuznetsov from Karazin Kharkiv National University. So we have a very broad organizing committee from these three universities. Me, Roman Udarchenko, Dmitro Ageev from Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics, Marina Yevdokimenko, Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics, Alexander Lemeshko, the same university, Roman Alinikov, Karazin Kharkiv National University, and Mikhailo Bakhmut from the same university. So we have three main conference topics. They are cryptography and cryptanalysis. The second one is the next generation network security systems. And the third one, critical information infrastructure and application security. So you can see on the slide the conference summary, a brief summary. So the total number of participants who are taking place in different papers, 103. The number of submitted papers was 29, and acceptance rate 68%. We have representatives of 6 countries. They are Romania, Italy, Georgia, Poland, Kazakhstan, and of course, Ukraine. We have invited international speakers. They will tell you a little bit. They are Maxim Yavich from Caucasus University, Tbilisi, Georgia. Also, he is a representative, or he is a head of Cybersecurity Association of Georgia. Marek Alexander from the High State Vocational School in Nowy Sącz, Poland. Luca Romeo, University of Macerata, Italy, and Azamat Imanbayev from Kazakh British Technical University, Almaty, Kazakhstan. Today we have the plenary session. So first of all will be a welcoming from my part. Then we will go to the welcome speech from Alexander Poti. Afterwards, Julia Pelikhanova will represent her welcome speech. After, we will have welcome words from our co-chairs, from Sergei Gnatyuk, from Alexander Kuznetsov, and from Tamara Radivilova. Afterwards, we will have words of support from our foreign colleagues. And then we will have one plenary report from Alexander Kuznetsov, Alexander Pauls, Luca Romeo, and Riccardo Rosati, titled Deep Learning Model for Detecting Copy-Move Attack in Images, Testing and Verification. And now I would like to give a word for the welcome speech to the Alexander Poti, Deputy Chairman of the State Service of Special Communications and Information Protection of Ukraine. And he is our honorary chair of the conference. One moment, I will stop my presentation. And now, please, Alexander.
Thank you very much. First of all, I welcome all participants of this conference. And I would like to give my speech to language, Ukrainian and English, for our partners. First, I say a couple of words by Ukrainian, for Ukrainian command. Шановні колеги, я хочу вас привітати і подякувати вам перш за все за те, що в такий важкий час ви змогли організувати цю конференцію. Це дуже важливо, що незважаючи на те, що багато з вас покинули рідні домівки, працюєте в складних умовах, але все ж таки продовжуєте свою наукову роботу, працюєте зі студентами, з аспірантами, і це дуже важлива підтримка і нашої країни, і Збройних сил України, і в тому числі Державної служби спеціального зв'язку та захисту інформації. Ви дійсно робите дуже важливі речі і дуже важливу роботу. Тому я дуже радий, що і сьогодні ви розпочинаєте цю роботу, щоб довести до спільноти, світової спільноти, що Україна має наробки і вона не є останньою в сфері криптографії і розробки самих сучасних алгоритмів. Це відображається в ваших праці, в ваших роботах, в ваших публікаціях і в тому, що ви організували цю міжнародну конференцію. In such difficult times, the organized team was able to organize this conference. The topic of cryptography and cybersecurity is very important today, especially today. State service, special communication and information protection is a very important institution in Ukraine responsible for cryptography, cybersecurity, protect critical infrastructure in Ukraine. And this is more important institution in Ukraine. Today we have many collaboration between different international and foreign institutions on this sphere, and cryptography have a very high and very most place in this collaboration in communication. I hope that this conference will be very interesting, will have very interesting presentation and very interesting report. This report and presentation will help to further promote the new methods of cryptography in practice and post-quantum cryptography and very important themes. Ukraine has a good results in this era. Ukraine has modern standards in this sphere, and today we demonstrate a good trend and a good trend in this sphere. This conference maybe demonstrate high-level competence our scientists, high-level competence and practice work our engineers and our students and PhDs. I wish a good work this conference and this team and all of their these scientists which take part in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear Alexander. The next speaker, I would like to give a word for the welcome speech for Yulia Pelikhanova, Chief Human Resources Officer in NGSec company.
Good morning for everyone. Thanks for the possibility being here. My name is Julia. We are NGSec, one of the largest and most successful IT companies in Ukraine with a huge experience of being 28 years successfully in this game. We represent one of the most successful technology companies specialized in the development of complex information and computer systems, software, telecommunications, and more. All this become possible thanks to the embedding of new forms and cooperation with our local universities. In particular, we use scientific projects carried out by research applications in various fields: cybersecurity, cryptography, sensitive technologies, artificial intelligence, and more. This cooperation is already giving results. Our company has become a leader in the development of high-tech information and communication systems and technologies. Students and practicing teachers receive worthy remuneration in the standard of cooperation in the field of R&D. We support research teams, and several of today's reports are directly related to our R&D projects. We are passionate about the challenges and solutions we develop for our clients. We are interested in what is happening in the customers' market, and it's also important for us to create a high-quality product. For us, R&D is an opportunity to improve ourselves and improve and support universities in Ukraine. NGSec has been collaborating with universities for a really long time. Such cooperations includes examination of existing training programs, correction and adaptation of this program to new trends, joint conferences, lectured by invited speakers from our company, assistance with necessary equipment. NGSec has already trained more than 5,000 students in various fields and has both a stable base and resource to attract and train even more students. There are at least 7 actual information suites for us predicted for 2022. There is an urgent need to promote, let's say, a culture of information security, implement and adapt to the work of universities, constantly engage in strengthening the protection of the information security systems and universities, constantly engage systems of also we pay attention to data transfer, cloud technologies. This technology have a significant impact in our operations and therefore vital. Implementation and ongoing support of information security system and resources should be the focus of further development and our cooperation with universities. Our conclusion is that strong, interconnected and synergistic advances in each of the areas, the fundamental methodological development, support and use of research communities and the capabilities of the infrastructure that supports these studies will change the field of information security in Ukraine and in the world. I am highly excited to listen to today's reports and speeches, and no doubt we will experience superb performances, so that I guarantee you with great insights and fresh ideas. Wish all the best to all the participants of the conference and see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your support and for your sponsorship. And now I would like to give a word to our conference co-chairs. First will be Sergey Ignatiuk. Please, Sergey, go ahead.
Good morning, dear colleagues. I have a little presentation. Can you hear my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Hello and welcome everyone. I would like to express my sincere gratitude and welcome you to our first international conference on next generation cybersecurity systems and applications, NGSec 22. Moreover, I honorably welcome our keynote and invited speakers from Italy, Poland, Georgia, and Kazakhstan. I'm from National Aviation University, and our university is one of co-organizers of this scientific event. 2 other co-organizers are universities from Kharkiv, Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics and Karazin Kharkiv National University. Firstly, the first idea of our event was new security challenges requiring new solutions and approaches. It's my hope that our first conference in NGSec would be able to achieve its objective in providing opportunities and platform for exchange of information on theoretical, scientific, and practical achievements with discussions and challenges encountered for researchers, scientists, scholars, and engineers in the field of network and information security. Firstly, we have planned to hold this event in April offline in National Aviation University, but due to the Russian military aggression, we were forced to postpone this conference to July and conduct it in online format. So this aggression is not only a threat to territorial integrity, independence, and sovereignty of Ukraine, but it is a global threat to the world order, democratic values and freedoms, including academic freedom, university autonomy, and research integrity. Today, many Ukrainian universities, especially from in Kharkiv, are destroyed. Some successful Ukrainian scientists died or were injured, defending their own home, university, motherland. A large number of Ukrainian scientists were forced to leave their native country and start their new life and new career abroad. Last but not least, my deepest gratitude goes to our International Program Committee and our sponsors, NICS Solutions, State Service of Special Communication and Information Protection of Ukraine, as well as Scientific Cybersecurity Association of Ukraine, who have sponsored the success of this conference. I wish you a very productive conference with exciting and hot discussions and exchange of knowledge, so that together we can anticipate a future of groundbreaking knowledge, research, and technology in cybersecurity. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Sergey, for this presentation. And the next word I will give to the representatives of National University of Radio Electronics from Kharkiv, Marina Yevdokimenko.
So, good morning, dear colleagues. So today is a very important day because this event, this conference, gathered together all Ukrainian and foreign scientists in cybersecurity. And today this conference is very important because nowadays is war in Ukraine and we need to support each other, and we need to continue to work. We need to continue to make our research in cybersecurity area, and according to that, I think today we need to make this event very powerful, very fruitful, and we have a big number of very strange and important scientific results. We have good speakers, we have good presentations, and today I am waiting for you for section number 2, which start at 11 a.m. So, I wish you good luck for today. I wish you be safe, and thank you for this event. Thank you for your participation.
Okay, thank you, Marina, for your words. And the next, I would like to invite representatives of Karazin Kharkiv National University, Alexander Kuznetsov.
Dear colleagues, I would like to welcome all participants to our conference. It is a very difficult time for Ukraine and for Ukrainian scientists. There is a war going on in our country. Many people have been killed. Infrastructure is being destroyed. However, many Ukrainian scientists continue to work. I think this is a very good example to work no matter what the difficulties. Today we have planned interesting and informative reports. I hope we will exchange new ideas and scientific results. I want to thank the organizers of our conference. I also want to say thank you to our sponsor, Nix Solutions. Your support is very important to all of us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexander, for your words. And the next, I would like to invite our foreign guests. First will be Maxim Yavich from Caucasus University, Tbilisi, Georgia. Please, Maxim. Maybe he disconnected. Okay, then not to waste our time, I would like to give a word to Marek Alexander.
Roman, many sorries, yes.
Okay,
I just
Maxim.
had a talk and couldn't turn on the camera. Good day to everybody. My respect to Ukrainian scientists, to Ukrainian colleagues in the really bad time for you and difficult time. It's very pleasant for me that you still are in the science, make this great event. The separate respect for this to Professor Darchenko and Professor Gnatyuk. I'm very glad. I don't know what would be with me in this case, but you are still in science, you are working, making the new projects, organizing the events, and my respect, my solidarization, and I'm very glad. I want to emphasize that we work very closely with our Ukrainian colleagues. We apply for many grants. The last year, we together have successfully implemented the 5G security network for Georgia in the frame of applicational grant of Georgia, financed by Georgia National Bank and Shota Rustaveli National Foundation. Professor Darchenko, Professor Gnatyuk were involved into this project. Also, we have won the new international project. In the frame of this project, Professor Gnatyuk and Professor Darchenko, with God's help, will arrive to Georgia in September and offer the lectures in 5G security and quantum cryptography. So we are still closely working despite of all this rather unpleasant situation. I wish you the good conference. My colleagues also will present our mutual topic tomorrow. I wish you all the best. I wish you the glory. I wish you the glory of Ukraine. And first of all, to arrange this conference on the highest level, as you always do.
Okay, thank you, dear Professor Yavich, for these kind words. And the next, I would like to invite our guest from Poland, Marek Alexander, from Nowy Sącz.
Dzień dobry. Serdecznie witam organizatorów, sponsorów i wszystkich uczestników tej międzynarodowej konferencji systemów i aplikacji cyberbezpieczeństwa nowej generacji. Temat, proszę Państwa, jakże istotny w obecnych czasach, gdzie zagrożenie cybernetyczne staje się elementem wojny, propagandy, oszustw finansowych. Tym bardziej ważne są takie właśnie spotkania, konferencje w zespołach międzynarodowych, aby przedyskutować powyższe kwestie. Mój zespół już mocno współpracuje z kolegami z Ukrainy. W ostatnim czasie podpisaliśmy porozumienie pomiędzy moim uniwersytetem a Narodowym Uniwersytetem Lotniczym w Kijowie, gdzie będziemy, myślę, nowe granty wspólne realizować. Zresztą już tych publikacji wspólnych mieliśmy sporo. Cieszę się, że Ukraina coraz bardziej zbliża się do Unii Europejskiej, więc te środki finansowe na różne zadania będą możliwe. Między innymi będziemy się starać realizować staże, właśnie wspólne konferencje i projekty. Pozwolicie troszkę na osobisty aspekt. Chciałbym serdecznie pozdrowić Kijów i Charków. Życzę dobrych obrad. Dziękuję.
Bardzo dziękujemy, Pan Marek. Thank you for these kind words. And the next will be the representative of University of Macerata, Italy, Luca Romeo.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for the invitation. I think that that's a great opportunity also to share some research ideas and also to have a good discussion on this important topic, also on this difficult moment. And yeah, I think that's great that we use this time together to share interesting research ideas and also to share opportunities to collaborate. So I'm currently also collaborating. I have a pleasure to collaborate also with Professor Kuznetsov in Italy, and we have also other opportunities on this type of collaboration that we have with him. So that means that you will have also a chance to see and to listen also some talk related to that, and I think it will be also interesting in finding also other collaboration on this topic, and also to extend this collaboration on topic related to cybersecurity, blockchain, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So thanks again for the invitation. It's a pleasure for me to be there, and I wish that everybody will enjoy this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Luca, for your kind words. And I just to remind you, please don't relax. You will have a keynote speech after the last words from Azamat Imanbayev from Kazakh British Technical University from Almaty, Kazakhstan.
Okay, thank you, Roman. Hello, dear colleagues. I'm glad to welcome you on today's scientific conference dedicated to cybersecurity issues. I want to thank everyone who is present today, as well as the dear organizers of this conference for giving us the opportunity to share our scientific achievements. And I'm sure that today there will be a heated discussion on interesting and relevant topics. I'm very glad that scientists have gathered today who are working tirelessly and working to promote science at such a difficult time for Ukrainian people. The war unleashed in your country is terrible, and every day I think about you, my colleagues and friends who stayed in Ukraine. I'm convinced that justice and the freedom will win, and very soon we will meet again in the cozy streets of our beloved Kyiv. Don't lose the spirit that the whole world admires now, and take care of yourself. Slava Ukraini! Thank you.
Thank you, Heroyam Slava. Thank you for very kind words, Azamat, as usual. And now we will give a floor for the presentation of our keynote speaker, Luca Romeo. So please share your screen, share your presentation.
Yes, of course. I want to say just some words on this paper. So I mean that Alexandra Polz will present this paper, and Alexandra is a PhD student from our university, so from the Department of Information Engineering, Università Politecnica delle Marche. And this work was made in collaboration with Professor Kuznetsov and also with me and Riccardo Rosati. I'm now affiliated on University of Macerata, and my research topic focuses mainly on machine learning and artificial intelligence applied to different domains. And I think that the work that Alexandra will present is an example of is an example of the intersection between artificial intelligence, deep learning, and also cybersecurity domain. And I think that's an interesting task where the use of artificial intelligence and in particular deep learning can help in order to have a better performance, in order to have also an increase of computation time, and also to generalize better on different domain. So Alexandra will present a work related to detecting copy move attack in images, and she will present also nice results on that on different data set using deep learning models. So I'm going to leave the floor to Alexandra. So thanks again.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity to participate in this conference. And yes, my name is Alexandra Paulus, and I'm a PhD student. Now I will share my screen. And do you see?
Not yet.
Now? No?
No.
Okay, I will try.
Please try to share the whole screen.
Yeah, sorry.
Now it is perfect. Yeah, thanks.
Perfect. So Luca presents everything, and I will start. Nowadays, we have a huge amount of multimedia information. So in social networks, news channels, messengers, and much more. Obviously, it greatly simplifies communication between people. However, every new technology can be used for damaging purposes. Fake multimedia has an extremely negative aspect. It devalues intellectual property and copyright. It compromises objective journalism. It causes reputational and material damage and much more. And all this makes to develop and improve new technologies for detecting fakes, verify and test them in various internet applications. The aim of our work is to independently verify the results from the state-of-art model of other researchers, as well as the conclusions and the deductions made by the authors. And the proposed deep learning model is based on the multilayer convolutional neural network architecture, which consists of convolutional layers and pooling layers. In convolutional layers, each image fragment is multiplied step by a special matrix that names convolutional kernel. The obtained result is summarized and written in the same position of output image. And at each convolutional layer, there is a transition from specific image features to more abstract details. However, the use of such convolutional leads to the attraction of too many selected features, and to reduce these features, we use layer of some sampling. Or also it names pooling layers. And the abstraction increases from layer to layer, culminating in the isolation of high-level abstract concepts. Also, this process can be described as the pattern recognition. And the proposed CNN architecture contains 6 convolutional and max pooling layers, as well as the final merging operation using global average pooling, or GAP. And traditionally, GAP is used to replace fully connected layers in classic CNN. The resulting vector is transferred directly to the softmax activation function, and in this model, gap and dense layers are used as a fully connected layer. So convolutional layers are designed to extract features from the image through their filters. To quantify the difference between the probability distributions, was used as a loss function across entropy, or logarithmic loss function, log loss. And for the case of binary classification, the formula for calculating cross entropy will look like you see in the slide, where is the binary indicator of true answer. The final fully connected layer has a softmax activation function and is used to classify each class. This activation function is usually used for multi-class classification problems for distributing the probability among several categories. However, authors use this activation function for binary classification, first class for the original image and second class for faked image. Also, authors don't specify what values were used for batch size and learning rate. Therefore, we tested several values for hyperparameters, as you see in this slide, and obtained values were 16 for batch size and 0.001 for learning rate. The problem of copy-moff attack detection belongs to the classical binary classification problem, so we need to match some image to one of two groups, class 0 for original images and class 1 for spoofed images. And we have 4 possible outcomes for binary classification. So what we have here, total population is the total number of images for both classes. Predicted condition, there are positive and negative predicted states. True positive, the fake image is correctly classified. True negative, where the original image is correctly classified. False positive, where misclassified the original image as a fake, and false negative misclassified the fake image as original. And in addition to metrics, also is used an accuracy. It is a share of correct prediction, both true positive and true negative. In our work and sensitivity, and the highest perfect possible value for them, it is 1. For each possible case, we define the metric of binary classification efficiency as the frequency of the corresponding events. True positive rate, the probability of a positive state if it is actually positive. True negative rate is the proportion of positive results that produce negative results. False positive rate, the proportion of all negative results that produce positive classification results, and false negative rate, the probability of a negative test result if it is indeed negative. We were used 3 open source datasets, and the fourth like a combination of them. The main ways to produce the fake photo images are to use copy-move attacks, combining scaling and rotating the corresponding area. So here you can see examples from these datasets. In the first line are original images, and in the second line are faked images. All images were resized to 224 by 224 and without cropping. And the first dataset consists of 220 images, where 110 original and 110 faked. The second one contains 760 images, of which 440 original and 160 fake images. And the last one contains 2,000 images, where 1,300 original and 700 faked. So, and one combined data set also. So we have some experiments of each these data set, training, validation, and test. And also we have an experiment on unseen dataset where we just testing this approach to understand how it works. Our implementation is available on GitHub, so everyone can use and reproduce our results. For the work we used Google Collaboratory platform, and here we show the results of model training on dataset for 50 epochs. The results were calculated using formula that I showed earlier, and also we give cross entropy values for both training and validation stages, val loss and train loss. And we also measure the testing time for the step and the total testing time. Here we can see accuracy and loss plots for different datasets for 50 epochs. The learning procedure was stopped in the maximum number of epochs, and the dataset was split by using train test split function. And in this way, we divide the dataset into random train and test subsets, where the test subset was 20%. As you can see, the results show that our implementation doesn't give so high rates of correct detection of fake images as it was stated. And however, the proposed model correctly classifies images from the datasets that were used. Also, as we can see from the test results and the above examples, the model can correctly classify most of the images from the testing subset. So for the first picture, obtained probabilities are right because it is truly original image, and as well as for the second image. Here we have the same situation. Obtained probabilities are right for the both images. And however, if we use the images from the unseen dataset, the results will be different. We generate several examples of pairs, original fake images, and as we can see, the model can't correctly detect images that were not included in the testing subset at all. Obtained probabilities are wrong here for the fake image. And as in this case also, probability is wrong for both classes. We assume that the model has memorized all images from the dataset and cannot be used as a reliable tool for detecting fake images. And we confirm that the main results and regularities obtained by the authors using these datasets. However, from a practical point of view, the approach to solving this problem of classification original and fake images requires improvement. The cross-entropy dependencies demonstrate the effect of overfitting, where the model has essentially memorized example from the training sample and is unable to extract the k-features necessary to correct prediction on unseen test dataset. Thus, the use of deep learning model for detect copy move attack requires further justification. Thank you for your attention, and I will be glad to answer to your question.
Thank you, Alexandra. Colleagues, do you have any questions?
Yes. Hello, Alexandra.
Hello.
Thank you for your report. Can you back to the slide with results and with the table? Yes, here.
This? Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. What are the methods of detecting such attacks do you know? And you refer to several publications. What methods did these authors use?
Okay. For example, there is the scale invariant feature transform attack detection methodology, and as well as clustering algorithms that are effectively used in conjunction with the previous one.
Okay, thank you. And one more question. What do you see as the problem in using this deep learning model? Why are the results on validation sample not as convincing?
We assume that the network may have memorized the image and not identify global key features that would have contributed to better detection result.
Thank you, Alexandra.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Hi, yes, I have some questions.
Hi.
Hi, Alexandra. Thank you for your speech. It was really good prepared. I have some questions for you. The first one is about, I want to continue Mikhailo's question about some disadvantages of the deep learning methods. So in your opinion, how can you improve the presented model to avoid the mentioned disadvantages of the method?
Okay. Now we are planning to do some more experiments to investigate the performance of this network in more details. And after, maybe I think that we could use some other architecture. It will depend on our research.
Thank you for your answer. And I also have one observed question about your whole presentation. So you have presented your research in some area of cryptography and cybersecurity. Sorry. So are there some other areas, some tasks where can we use your model?
Okay. So I'm not an expert in cybersecurity, but I think that deep learning can be used in detection of fingerprints of human face and, for example, detect eyes for some different tasks to detecting I think so. So maybe that's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you again. Any other questions? Okay, then we thank you, Alexandra, for your speech, for your very interesting and relevant presentation and very important in our time. And now we have a couple of minutes by the end of the session, and I will present again my screen. Only some additional information regarding the regular sessions. So today, on Thursday from 11, we will start 2 sessions in parallel. Session 1 related to cryptography and crypto analysis, Chair Roman Oleynikov, and the second session is next generation network security systems, Chair Marina Yevdokimenko. For tomorrow, we have planned one session, session 3, critical information infrastructure and application security. It will start at 10. And of course, I would like to invite all of you to participate in closing ceremony, where we will speak about the results of our conference, where we'll choose and make some congratulations to the best papers. So I would kindly invite you to participate there as well. And now I would like to wish you to have a good conference, NGSec 2022, to have a lot of fruitful and interesting discussions during your reports and during the work of sessions. So thank you for your participation here in the plenary session, and I wish you good luck and of course stay safe and healthy in these difficult times. And I wish you all and me as well to win the war as soon as possible. So, Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава.
Героям слава.
And in that case, we can close the session. Thank you again for your participation.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In 5 minutes, please join two parallel sessions.
Thank you very much.